I really want a Genka deck. If you don't know what Genka is a classic Age of Ascension combo. Martian Generosity and Key Abduction lets you forge keys for free most of the time with decks that can set it up correctly. You do not see Genka decks very often. You could open tons of Age of Ascension displays and never find one. I have never opened a Genka deck. Sanctum, Logos, and Dis. So we have no chance for a Genka in this one. Logos has Remote Access, Memory Chip, Double ZYX Researcher, Entropic Manipulator, Hypnotic Command, and Invasion Portal. This is like every rare except Martian Generosity. Mars Needs Ember, Fixed Finger Worm, Carpet Floxen. And that's our first display. We got the Key Abduction, but no Martian Generosity. Dadgummit. We are 24 decks in and still no Genka. Stormcrawler. There's not even any Mars rares in this deck. Come on. Orbital. And it has the Key Abduction. Oh, we got the Key Abduction. We had half of it in a deck with no Mars rares. How sad. We got half. We got half. Wow. What a disappointment of a deck. What crippling depression I have acquired over the course of this opening session. We're not gonna get it if we don't get any Mars. Again with the no Mars. Again, no Mars. Hello my fellow Archons and welcome to day 11 of KeyForge Christmas. I have another deck that I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys remember day 11 of KeyForge Christmas last year in 2022, I did this video where I opened 4 entire displays of AOA in my great hunt for a Genka deck. I did not own a Genka deck at the time, and I was on this journey to open a Genka deck, no matter what it took. So I spent lots of money on lots and lots of AOA displays. I mean, probably like 20 or more of them over the course of this adventure. Trying to open this Genka deck. And in that video, I did not successfully open a Genka deck. But after the fact, probably a few months later, I finally did crack my very first Martian Generosity Key Abduction deck. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys in this video, was that deck. Mission accomplished, guys. Mission accomplished. I have finally opened a Genka deck. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so starting with the Untamed, we have Double Soldiers to Flowers, Nature's Call, Bumblebird, Rustnar, Marble Swarm, Key Charge, Fanghouse, Duskwitch, and then Triple Darna. In the Mars, there it is, the legendary Martian Generosity, Custom Virus, Mothership Support, and the Key Abduction for the complete Genka combo. Combat Pheromones, Mind Worm, Mars First, Fixed Finger, Collector Worm, Double, Carpet Floxem, Agent Who-Man, and then into the Dis, we have Key to Dis, Eater of the Dead, Three Fates, Double, Library of the Damned, Hysteria, Gongoozle, Anguish, Tesmal, Lash of Broken Dreams, Charette, and Binding Irons. So overall, it's like not that bad of a Genka deck. You'll notice in that Mars pod, I had the Mars First in addition to the Genka combo, but no Glixel Proliferator. If I had a Proliferator in here, then this deck would definitely be elevated to a level above where it's at now. But even without it, it still has some fun stuff. The Library of the Damned over here in the Dis is super important. Like if I can get this early, it's usually really good to be able to get this early so I can start archiving away the pieces that I need for the Genka combo as they start coming up. The deck has a pretty decent amount of board control as well. So it has the Gongoozle, the Hysteria, the Double Three Fates, and the Key to Dis. Along with, if I happen to have no creatures on board, then the Carpet Floxem can do some work. Collector Worms are obviously a big threat sometimes. Combat Pheromones I actually have managed to get some use out of. Mothership Support. And then I don't think there's a whole lot here in the Untamed. But so obviously you have the Genka combo. Martian Generosity is great so that when you play this, whoa, my disc went flying. You play this and then you're able to draw like a lot of your deck, or at least an absolute ton of cards. And then that's where the Untamed comes into play, because you'll notice this Untamed pod has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures to go with these Double Soldiers to Flowers. So once I've drawn a ton of stuff with the Martian Generosity, played the Key Abduction to get a free key, or hopefully close to a free key, then chances are high that I'll have a lot of these Untamed creatures that don't really do a whole lot in my hand. So I can just discard all of them, and then play Soldiers to Flowers to purge them, gain 1 for each card, each Untamed creature that I just purged, and then Key Charge straight away afterwards. So the idea there is that I Martian Generosity Key Abduction 1 turn, and then the next turn discard all that untamed stuff, and then Soldiers to Flowers to key charge right afterwards. So I do like how there's that setup there as well. Triple Darna is kind of cool. I have managed to get some value out of the Darnas, so even if I like haven't done all that stuff, maybe if I have like a couple Darnas that I can play down, get some Ember for damaged creatures, and then hit the key charge, then that would work too. I mean, obviously there's like various setups for the key charge and for the key abduction and everything as well. Yeah, I have had quite a lot of fun with this deck. I was absolutely thrilled when I opened it. Obviously I had to put it in the deck book there with the nice card sleeves and everything. Ember control wise, there's not like an absolute ton of Ember control. There is a little bit, enough to get by, maybe stop a key every now and then. There's the Charette, the Lash of Broken Dreams, the Anguish might be able to put in some work from time to time, which is nice. Obviously, AoE Untamed never has any, Ember control. Oh yeah, Nature's Call. I don't know if I mentioned that when I was talking about board control or not, but Nature's Call is awesome, especially Nature's Call Darna. If there are damage-friendly creatures out there, Darna to get some value, Nature's Call to put it back in hand and play it down again, get that value a second time. And then in the Mars for Ember control, once again, there's not a whole lot, so it's mostly centered in the Dis. But really, it's just like, when I play this deck, I try my best to not care about like too much about what the opponent is doing, because I have so little Ember control. I just need to find ways to race to the finish line myself, pull off that Genka as quick as possible, and then get the dub that way. So yeah, Library of the Damned is important. Once again, if I had that Glixel Proliferator, then it would be so much better, this Mars pod. But yeah, that's really about it. It's a very simple deck. Here's the Archon card that you guys can take a look at. Yeah, it's a fun one. Because I spent so long and so many dollars looking for my own Genka deck. Like, I could have just bought one off the secondary market, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually have the experience of opening my own. So it is a very enjoyable deck to play. Has a Genka combo, has some cool stuff to follow up with in the Untamed, some cool board control and some other tools around in there. Dusk Witch is cool. It's a good threat for the opponent that they have to deal with. And then Eater of the Dead is just kind of in there. He just kind of exists. But yeah, I'm super glad that I was able to open this deck. But that'll do it. Pretty simple video, but I figured it was kind of a cool matchup with Day 11 from KeyForge Christmas last year. Day 11 last year I was looking for the Genka deck, and now Day 11 of this year I finally have one. So thought it was kind of a cool little connection to make there. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this deck in the comments below. And then, of course, tomorrow, Day 12, is the final day of KeyForge Christmas, and I will be announcing giveaway details tomorrow. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that and to entering in to try and win the prize. So thank you all so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you all again tomorrow for the final day of KeyForge Christmas 2023. See you later.